Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. You know what I did? I got something done. I did. I was productive. I didn't just make a mess. It's okay. Sometimes I come in my room and I make a mess. And this time I actually cleaned up a little bit, just a little. And I was looking at some of the yarns that I have that I received for my Mystery Yarn Challenge. And if you're not familiar with that, this is hosted by Lori from the Armchair Chef. I'll have her link down below. This is her brainchild, and she has been doing this for over a year, and I have been having so much fun. As a matter of fact, my very first video was opening yarn that I got from the Mystery Yarn Challenge. The whole premise of this, there's a lot of different options now because this is the second year going on, but the whole premise started off as you received a box of yarn, enough to make a project, 2 or 3 skeins of yarn or something. Partials were fine too. It was a mystery, right? And then you would also do the same thing. You would send that off to somebody else. All the contestants that wanted to play, we would send Lori our names and information. She would match us up, and then we would get this mystery box, right? And you could put other things in the box if you chose to, or just send the yarn. That's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that, right? There is no shame in getting yarn in the mail. I'm just gonna throw that out there. And it has been so much fun. So the object of this is once you get that yarn, you have about a month to make something or multiple somethings. That's totally up to you. And at least one project using some or a portion of all the different yarns that you get, right? So there you're really working on that creative juices. What's going on in your mind? What can you come up with? I've gotten fingering weight yarn, and I've made a top, a short sleeve top with one of those. And I've gotten cakes of yarn before and ended up doing a cardigan and had to do some hats and everything because I didn't get the cardigan done on time. There's all sorts of things. I've made a sweater before. There are people who've made multiple blankets, stuffed animals. I mean, it has been a massive creativity with all the different content creators. It has been a total blast. So this is Mystery Yarn Challenge 124. Definitely follow that hashtag because you'll be able to see what people have gotten. The personnel that are content creators, a lot of them, like myself, will post, here's my video of what I've got, right? And then like today's, I'm going to go ahead and show what I've made, right? And I might make some more because I have some more yarn left over. And that's the fun part of this. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and show what I have made, and I'm going to also show you the yarn that I have, and you'll see what I'm getting at. It's like, I can do some more. So I received 3 different types of yarns for my particular challenge, and that is this right here, these gorgeous blues. So this, what I have left of this one is a Caron cake, and I can't find the ball band. I might have already tossed it, but this was an 80% acrylic, 20% wool, worsted weight, and it requires a hand wash. And then these are some good workhorse acrylics. If you've been around, I've definitely used Big Twist quite a bit. Big Twist is Joann's exclusive, so if you do have a Joann's near you, or you could order from them, it's a good acrylic. It's it's not like, oh my gosh, it's the best thing in the world, but it's inexpensive. It's great for what it is. It does what it's supposed to do. It works up really well. And I've gone through quite a bit of this year. So even though I haven't used all of this in my challenge, it's not going to go to waste, right? So this is 380 yards. I don't know if it was a full skein or not. I think it was. Not sure. And 6 ounces. It's a medium acrylic, like I was saying, 100% acrylic, number 4. And it just does what it's supposed to do. And then the other one I got was this Crafter's Smart right here. Oh, this was colorway Sapphire. And I have used this one before. I like that color. So this is Crafter's Smart. And believe it or not, I don't think I've really used this before. So this is I think this is a Michaels. Oh, actually, I think I might have because I remember saying this before. I think that Michaels is the one that sells Crafter's Smart. Craft Smart, not positive. So this is another value acrylic, which is Are you kidding? With this economy and the yarn prices the way they are, value acrylic's the way to go. So this is a number 4 worsted weight. Again, easy care, machine wash, gentle dry, 354 yards for 7 ounces in this nice light blue. So I started off, and using all of the colors, I decided to go knit this month. Sometimes knit, sometimes crochet, sometimes a little bit of both, because hey, if you can do both, go for it. Why wouldn't you? So I made this hat, and I did a little bit smaller. So I cast on, that's the back of it. I cast on 72 stitches for this one. And the reason I did that is I realized the majority of the hats that I have made this year have been larger, adult size hats. And my granddaughter, you know, she's going through all the hats, and I've got these fun colors and pretty colors and everything, and nothing fits because they're adults and she's not. She's 8 years old. And I did try this on before I put the top on and everything, and it does fit. What I like about this is I started this, let me see, I started this using a pattern, and I'll link that down below. It is an ombre pattern, and that's from here to about here, somewhere in there. And that, what that is just the nice break up and everything of the way the dots go. That's what I did. I loosely followed it ish, kind of, you know, but I like the placement of all of the extra colors. I didn't change the colors as much. That's okay. So just to give you an idea where they are, the body of this is that Caron cake right here. This right here is right here. Isn't that fun? So I did all of that to add that. And then at the top, I added in this. And I like, to me, it looks like a candle that's been dripping down or something. I like the extra long lines with the shorter lines. And I thought that was just a really, really fun addition. Kind of like icing on a cake or something like that, you know? To me, that was adorable. And like I said, it does fit my granddaughter. So it would fit, I've got 5 grandkids, so it would fit any of the grandkids. And that gives them a choice of a smaller hat. So I thought, you know, it's about time I made some smaller hats for the kids. It's for the children. I'm making hats anyway. I'm having fun. And when they come over and it's been so cold, you know, sometimes they have their hats, sometimes they don't. You know how kids are. I like to have extra ones. And then at least when they leave the house, they're well dressed. You know, you know how that goes. If you had kids, grandkids, etc., you know how children are. They're going to lose their stuff. They're going to misplace their stuff. They're not going to have it when they come over. It's nice to have a stockpile. So I really do need to make some more. And that's what what did I just do with my wall? And that's what I was commenting on. Well, I've got a lot of this left, and I think that would be a lot of fun. One of the other things, I don't know if you've done this before, but for Fair Isle, what I like to do a lot of times, especially with these cakes, instead of always grabbing 2 different balls of yarn, it's the same thing. I'll work from both ends. I'll work from the middle and I'll work from the outside, especially if they're different colors. Like this has that purple color on the outside and that blue in the center. And then I will work that way and do whatever color work I've decided. And it's the same as grabbing 2 balls of yarn, but to me, it's a lot of fun using that, because when you're buying the cake like that, they've color coordinated already, or at least you bought it because you liked the colors that were involved. And that's a fun way of doing it. And I'll show you exactly what I mean, because really, this is gorgeous, but could I really leave it with just this one child's hat for my mystery yarn challenge? Of course not. I had to do something else. And that is this one. What do you think of that? Isn't that stunning? I love the color work on this. And that was 100% with this cake. That was the center right here. As you can see, that blue. It was on the outside too. And once I finished that, then I came from the inside. It was the same color, so that worked out really well. And then this right here, I've used almost all of the purple. So I've used quite a bit of this particular cake. I just liked the way that the yarn felt. I liked those colors. I loved the contrast. This pattern here to me is gorgeous. I'll have this pattern linked down below. I took all of the color work motifs from a cowl that's on Ravelry, and that is another free pattern. I cannot remember the name at the moment, but I will link that down below. So if you wanted to do the same, either make a cowl or do what I did and turn it into a hat and have something gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I did, because I was using the cowl, this were all exactly per the cowl pattern. And I just did my own dots and stuff and decreases to end it off as a hat. That was my choice. I am so proud of this. I think it looks absolutely stunning. I do need to weave in the ends, but I also like to show off my insides to show the floats because, you know, we could all use a little work on our floats sometimes. So I'll show those, and like I said, I haven't done anything with my ends yet, but you can see all the patterns and everything. I like this pattern here, this cowl pattern, which is what it is, a lot because the stitches were, the most were 4 stitches apart. So I didn't have to catch any floats. This is just as they were going. The majority of them were 3 stitches or less. And I really liked that in a pattern. It made things, here's all my ends, it made things so much easier to deal with and so much easier to work through. And that was very much enjoyable. So if you want to add some color work to something that you're already doing, highly recommend go to this one, look at the charts, pick out anything that you want to, and add this to the bottom brim of your hat. Or this, I love this. I think that would be gorgeous as an all over pattern, making the entire thing. Not sure how I would end up doing the crown of the hat, but I think that right there would be gorgeous and stunning. Or just doing this type of thing. Pick any of them and practice your color work. The other thing too is, yes, this is knit. Charts don't care. You can knit, you can crochet, you can weave, you can do whatever. A grid is a grid, whatever your pattern stuff. There are a lot of gorgeous pattern books right now, some for Tunisian crochet, some of them for knit, some of them for weaving, some, you know, just all these different things. But when you actually open up the book and you look at it, they're grids. And a grid is a grid, regardless of what you do with it. So I like, there's some really nice ones with the Tunisian. There's some really nice ones with some other types of work. And I like the way that they're really showing, especially the Tunisian. I know, I haven't touched it, but I did flip through the books and look at them. And they're really showing how the stitches, because they'll have a lot of pictures beforehand, and then your grid, right? And how the stitches work and how they play together. And I'm really enjoying that type of juxtaposition between knit and crochet and all the different ways and various ways that you can put your yarn together. So if you are looking for something for color work and you want something that's kind of neat, easy to follow, that one was fun. This right here, stunning. That right there was so easy to execute, and it, to me, it has a big wow factor. I don't know why, but that to me is just like, oh wow, you made that. That is so cool. So these are my 2 hats that I did for my mystery yarn challenge. Let's see if I can get them up here. Let's see if I can get, I know Lori tries to do a good picture, and maybe I'll get some, you know, have my daughter take some pictures with them on or something like that. I don't know. But here's the 2. Let me know, which one do you like the best? If you were to wear one, what would you wear? Whoops. What would you wear? What would you do with them? Can you see a little kid doing this? How fun is this? Use some different colors, put a big old pom-pom on it and everything, and having that just dripping down like that. Isn't that spectacular for a kid's hat? You've got that creativity. You can do this. It's not hard. There you go. So here's 2 more patterns that I used for inspiration. Go for it and let me know. Are you going to knit something? Are you going to crochet something? Or are you going to go way out of the box, since Tunisian crochet has just absolutely exploded this last year? People are taking the knitting patterns and working them in Tunisian crochet. I do understand, or I've been told, Go up a couple of hook sizes if you decide to do that. Okay, I'm going to trust the experts. I am not the expert, but it does sound kind of fun, doesn't it? You know, take something that you have, the craft that you love already, and elevate it. Make something different, uniquely your own. It's a lot of fun. All right, everybody, let me know if you'd continue and make another hat with this, and which hat is your favorite. And I will talk to you guys again later. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. Bye-bye.